Good day guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XVI. We have decided to go see Uncle Byron, who has not seen us since the attack on Phoenix Gate. We're also going to do the side quest Fruits of Their Labour.
It's all right to touch him.
So we've decided to go and attack the Mother Crystal that the Imperials have got. But we're going to need some boats to do so, and Uncle Byron apparently can help us with that. As regards to side quests, I'm going to do them as and when they show up and if they're convenient, and so far it seems the way the game works is they're very convenient to do, so we're going to just go ahead and plow through them.
Won't be long now, Martel. They'll try your apples soon enough.
Oh, did Martel die in the attack? I can't wait to fight Titan.
Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Yeah, that's what a better reward than have your leader come and deliver you some nice rations, right? Especially juicy fruit.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honour of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
The Martel tree with the Martel apples. That's super cool.
This tongue here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it clear. You'll have to ask Mid if you want to know how it works, though.
It's so good because like they've forgotten how to do basic things like water filtration and stuff like that because they've been so reliant on these crystals. They forgot all of the basics, stuff that we take for granted today. Right, let's go and get this quest underway. Ooh, Jill looks contemplative. Let's see what she's got going on.
Your uncle always seemed a kindly soul, if a little eccentric.
Oh, we love the eccentric ones, madam. That's we do.
That broom's as ragged as...
Well, here we go.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
Them old apples were enough to curdle your guts. But these beauties are as sweet as you like.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, made Martell livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martells, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
I certainly will, my friend.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martell.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martell. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martell lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martell. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
It's so good to see that come to full circle now, because we rescued her and we got all that dirt for her and everything, didn't we? And she was like, oh, we promise you, you'd have the first one. Even in death, she kept her promise. Right, okay. We want to go to the world map and continue our story.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
bloodlines. So Jill's gonna have to go through the
How far do you think
uncomfortable.
your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
There's our old home in the distance. And Mother Dearest has done a piss poor job of keeping it all together.
Stay down!
Stay down. Down you go. So I had no idea that you had to keep tapping that to keep using it. I just thought it was like, oh, you just use it once and that's it. But no. Right, this village is quite far, so let's skip ahead. So we're stopping in all the towns, are we, to find out what the corruption is?
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
They're Black Shields.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
You fancy dancing the gallows jig?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
Well,
For outlaws. How'd you like that, boy?
this is crazy because you think it's Martha and her group.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
Some refugees. People are fleeing.
You seen them, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
I think so, Clive. I think your reputation has gone up far and wide, and your mother is no fool. She might be an absolute bastard, but she's no fool.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another Eastpool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
The Dame would definitely feel like attacking the Empire. Absolutely.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
So that Eastpool massacre it's just set the standard for... What's this? Yeah, so the Eastpool massacre has just set the standard for everybody else.
It's the Apology. We've seen more and more of these.
What do you think is waking them? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
I like that spell. Yeah, so we do have rebels somewhere.
More of my mother's men.
Clive, I'm not sure this is a good idea. I think you might have just created another massacre. They were just in that village and now they've been attacked. Yeah, more Black Shields dying just after they've interrogated a town. That does not look good for the town. You may have just created another Eastpool yourself there, bro. And there's some more here as well. That was definitely a bad day for them. Can we just jump off this? Oh!
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
You won't have the time because we're going to absolutely murder them.
True shield of Rosaria.
Lightning attack.
You're finished.
You would not want to be in all that armor being attacked by lightning, would you? Not even a minute. Not a minute of it.
Stay down.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Guardians of the Flame. Is this a new Extreme Burn show?
That's better.
Hey up.
Find something, boy. Death.
Oh, found her.
Oh my god.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
God, after what she's done, she needs unaliving herself.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
This is nuts. She's just got, like, so first Eastpool, and then this place. Just murdering anyone with a bear. It makes no sense either, because she's just killing her own workforce as well. You'd think with the blighted lands coming down and stuff like that, you'd want to keep your workforce alive, whether you liked bearers or not. But she's setting such a cruel example. She's got a massive mega plan coming on her.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
I love the aesthetics of this game.
Did, Mummy? I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush now. You didn't hear nothing.
Yeah, didn't hear nothing.
Ambrosia won't help. They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
See what's going on.
You find no succor to the South travellers, nor beyond the Buet. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
Why? What the fuck's going on?
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Not here.
So you think this port is going to be absolutely crawling with black shields or what?
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Well, as long as your uncle is useful to her, I suppose, and loyal. Ugh, spiders, kill it with fire. So these are all the estates of nobles then, right? And we're trying to get through this gate to go back to Rosaria.
And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Loads of refugees.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy!
Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever! Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
No, get enough
Fuck off! I'm the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your style!
I'll cut you down where you stand!
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
That is absolutely nuts. Refugees being starved and making up like little cities outside. It's like LA, isn't it? That looks like Los Angeles. It's a tent cities everywhere. The Lazarus has been abandoned, so all the nobles have gone. All the crystals are being hoarded, and then one village put to the sword. God, what's his mother is just up to no good. The tension is high. There's going to be a revolt there. As soon as those villagers get any kind of weaponry, that's it. It's over for Rosaria. The absolute anarchy, civil war. But that is where I'm going to leave this episode, guys. Thank you so much if you watched this far. Don't forget to thumbs up, all that good stuff. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And why not come check us out on our live stream on Saturdays and Sundays. We do variety games. At the moment, we are doing Final Fantasy 16 as well. So I'm playing this 2 times over, which is nice because I get to see things I don't get to see the first time round, which is really fun. But other than that, guys, have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one real soon. Bye.